Hi, somebody there or is my am I being punked? Good afternoon, happy Friday. I see a one on my views. If you're there, can you? Oh, okay. If you come in, please say hi so I know someone is there. I'm not so used to YouTube. Okay. Hey YouTube, how you doing? Just trying my first time on a YouTube live that I wasn't showing fabric for. So thank you for coming in. Please let me know if you're watching and please say something in the comments so I know you're here. It's kind of strange for me to be on YouTube. I'm still walking my way around stuff, so please bear with me. Is anybody there? I don't know if we're able to see comments here. So please just say hi, just to encourage me. I really appreciate it. I have to walk around my setup here for a little bit. Okay. All right, so we should be all ready. Let's see. Okay. Hi YouTube, please say hi. So I know somebody's actually there. It's been a long time I came live on YouTube. So I just want to have a little feedback so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. However, I'm going to go live on YouTube and also on my IG account. See if I can make the best use of this time. Hello everybody, happy Friday and happy Valentine's Day. This is a beautiful day and I'm glad you're here. Thank you all for coming. Hey Jeffrey, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know you're there. So I'm going to put this on replay over on my IG page. For now, I'm here on YouTube and I'm also on IG, but I'm going to put the replay on IG for now until I figure out YouTube better. Today we are making the Zina top. This is one of the 4 patterns that I just recently launched. This one is a V-neck top with a V hem a V-neck hemline also at the top. and then we have a flared sleeve. So if you buy this pattern, you are getting a PDF form. Hi Islam. This is a pattern, a sewing pattern. I'm an African fashion designer based in Dallas, Texas. My name is Grace. For those who do not know, I should have introduced myself first. My name is Grace. I have a fabric store, and also I'm a fashion designer. I do custom makes, but I also am deeply knitted with the sewing community. So I decided to come up with some new patterns that will showcase some of my designs and make it possible for other people to make them, and also encourage people to use African fabrics. So I came up with 4 new patterns last week, Friday. So we are 1 week in. Yeah. I came up with some new patterns, 4 of them. But this is one of them. I think this is Z003. So this is the 3rd one. It's called the Zina Top. It is a PDF pattern. You are going to have to print it out and, join them together. So if you printed it at home, it will most likely have stuff like this, 1 of 1, 1 of 2, so that it's easy to put together. But I went the extra mile because I do not like doing the taping. That's just a personal reference. I don't like doing the taping together. That's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't even start learning with patterns. I was too lazy to figure out how to put up like 50 different sheets of paper together to create one pattern. So I learned how to sew drafting my own pattern. So it's still a tick for me to have to put all of that together, and I know everybody's different. So the PDF pattern that I have available is in an A4 format where you can actually print it at home and do all of that, just in case you don't want to go out, which it should be convenient for you. But for those of you who are like me, who don't like to do the extra work, you can always send it to print shops who will put it together in one big piece, and you can have it like this. So when you do put your patterns together, this is what it will look like. We have just 3 pieces for this top. Very easy. This is the sleeve. It has a flared sleeve. This is the sleeve part. This is the front, and this is the back. Really easy. So we have a zip line here. On the pattern, you're going to see it written zip. I will encourage that you use a very long zipper all the way to the waistline, so it's easy to put on because it's really fitted at the waist. That's the whole idea. It's a cute fitted top. So yeah, that's about it. And the pattern is now available in my store for purchase in an A4 format, which you can put together nice and easy. So today I'm making this top in this fabric. This is like one of our best sellers. Everybody who has gotten this fabric loves it. They're always in love with it, and they come back for more. So I'm really happy about it. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. So I haven't seen a thing made in this fabric that didn't work out. So guess what? We're making a Zina top in this fabric. I'm sure it will be cute. I wanted to make sure we use a fabric that is uniform so that we don't take away from this V shape going on here. So as far as pattern fabric recommendations go, of course my number 1 recommendation would be to use Ankara fabric. Use a woven fabric, preferably Ankara, but for other fabrics it has to be woven. It can't be a stretchy fabric because we need the structure. Like, use a fabric that will give you structure. So like what you see in the pattern paper, it's Ankara woven. It's a very waxy print, so you need something that will maintain this structure. If you use a knit pattern or something very flimsy, this will not, you need the structure, right? You need the structure for this top. With the wide leg pattern that I launched, you don't need, you can use both woven and knit. You also need a woven for the shirt, and then for the other one, the dress, it can also be knit or woven. So we have 4 patterns, 2 options for only woven and 2 options for both woven and knit. So I think it's fair out there. So let's get to work. If you have any questions on this pattern, feel free to send me a message and I'll be happy to answer you. send me a DM in any of my platforms, and we will get to it. Okay, no problem. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. At least I know the comments work, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. So this is a very cute top and it's a beautiful style. If you are like me, and you have to make some amendments. So it was made with the general size guide, of course, which we all know is flawed. Like, everybody is not perfectly proportioned as it is. Like, you know, I wear 2 different sizes in my top and my bottom on a good day. So all of that is something to account for. Even when you make your stuff, fitting is a whole other situation altogether. But so for me, for example, I made the top you saw on the pattern paper exactly with the proportions, and on a normal size, normal person, that would be awesome. But for me, my waist proportion doesn't balance out with the rest of my body, because that's what it is, right? I don't have a waistline. At least it's not the way it is supposed to be wasting, like it was wasted before. So it was kind of tight. It was kind of tight for me. So today, because this is something I want to wear all the time, hopefully when I lose some belly fat, I'll be able to wear that more often. But for now, I'm going to increase the waistline here. So that's something you can also do. If you check the pattern and you notice this is your normal bust size, but your waist is not wasting like my own is not, you can always add an extra inch or half an inch to the waistline so that it's not too tight. That's one adjustment that can be made. Second adjustment is on the neckline. So I made it originally to have this kind of more conservative neckline, because it is easier to adjust it when it looks like this than when it looks like that, right? So you can always bring it down if you want to show more cleavage. You definitely can adjust it and bring the V a little lower. But if I made the V lower from the beginning, then nobody will have an option of taking it up. So now it is up, you can bring it down. So that's also something to consider. For this one, I'll be bringing it a little lower just so that someone can see what can be done on the pattern. So that's another adjustment. If it's too close knit, you want to lower, feel free to do that. Thirdly, as far as the length goes, it is a crop length. So it's supposed to stop somewhere here and then it goes down. But again, you can always adjust the length. So all of my patterns were designed with a 5'5" person. Like the presumption was that this model is 5 feet 5 inches. So you also have to bear that in mind, because it's not possible to be able to account for everybody's specific height. So I made sure to put it there so that you can make all of your deduction and be like, oh, I'm not actually 5'5", I'm 5 feet like Grace. So I might have to cut it a little more so that it's not too long. Or I'm not 5'5", I'm actually 6 feet. Grace, I'm tall. I envy you. So you can add some length. So that's another thing you can do. This was printed out for my specific height at the time. So I'm not going to have to adjust it because it was exactly where I wanted it to be. So I'm going to leave that today the way it is. What I'm adjusting today is the neckline and the waistline. So enough of the talking, I'm going to get to work. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Send me a message if you're watching this on replay. And please go get a pattern. I would love to see your interpretation on it. Okay? It's kind of boring that we do not have the opportunity to play music on lives over here. Otherwise, this is the point where I want to put some music on. But we don't have an option for that, so we don't upset anybody or the cut us off. So there's going to be some awkward silence in between. I hope that's okay. Hi, Amina and Faslon. I'm sorry I didn't say hi before. Like I didn't welcome you in. But if you're here, please just say something. Say hi to me, please, so I know I'm not talking to myself. I don't like to do that. Okay, so as far as dimensions go, I think I mean yardage and stuff like that. Generally, for my size, I just needed about 1.5 yards. So let's call it 2 yards to make this top. Hi, thank you so much. Thank you. I needed 2 yards to make this top. And I think I made the wrong cut already. Do you have the pattern yet? Fast loan. I hope, am I saying that right? Am I saying that correctly, please? I think I called the wrong dimension. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Trying to figure out my pieces. So this is my sleeve. So another thing you can opt for is to line the top so that it's a little easier to finish up the neckline. Just another trick. Otherwise, you could actually just use you can create a bias for the neckline and that would be good. Or you just line it and save yourself some time. You did. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Do you have any plans as to when you're going to make it? Are you comfortable with doing live shows? Will you want me to join you, for example? Hey Sean, how you doing? Thank you so much for your support. So I made some wrong calculations when I was cutting my fabric out, and I'm trying to make sure I don't mess up everything. So bear with me. You started there. Oh man, that's exciting. Do we kind of have a deadline? Do we kind of have an idea when we'll finish? Okay, not so bad. I think we have it worked out. So I'm going to do it one step at a time. We're going to do the front first. Hi Machine Modern, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Do you sew? Anybody here sews on IG, on Facebook? Well, oh my God, YouTube. Yes, I think so too. And Sean, if you do want to make the pants in your wonderful, beautiful condition, yes, condition is good. Then I'll also advise you don't use the darts. Don't put the darts on it. You don't need the darts. If like the second time I made the pants, even though I'm not with the condition, I am on a persistent condition. Okay. The size is persistently like that, so I just removed the darts so that I don't have to worry about all of that. So don't put the darts in, and then you can use elastics. You can also use an elastic instead of the zipper. Does that work, Sean? You can use elastic instead of the zipper, and then don't use the darts. So if it will fit you just right, and it will still look gorgeous. Alright, let's get it done. So like I said, I'm going to be adjusting my neckline and my waistline. I want to be able to see it. So I need my fabric on this side. So it has been brought to my attention by multiple people that there are some omissions in my pattern, which I'm always open to constructive criticism, and it is my first pattern, so I'm not saying excuse it. No, I'm a perfectionist for the most part, and I try to always do the best I can. So when I'm told this and that, I know it's something for me to work on and learn from. So I'm going to say, bear with me. I will do better the next time. So there are some omissions of not giving yardage recommendations, and what else was there? Yardage was there. So like, you know, I'm not very good with using conventional patterns, so I did not even imagine that it had to be in there. I thought it was just something you figured out. Even when I used patterns, I never bothered with checking how much fabric they said I needed to use. I just kind of worked my way around it. But that is because I sell fabric, right? And I have a big stock of fabrics. I've never had to worry about running out of fabric, which is not the case with everybody. So I'm just trying to explain why I may not have understood the need to mention how much fabric you need. So my apologies for that. I'll be sure to include that the next time. It's going to be a big hassle to try to create the document all over again to include all of those things. So my apologies for all that. Okay, so if you see me, I am adjusting my waistline. Might be too much, just a little bit. Give my waist some room to breathe. And then the length was good. I'm not going to mess with the length. I'll leave the length alone. I'll only do the neckline and the waistline. So if you do make this pattern and you have some challenges, or you're confused about certain things, or just generally need feedback, I would like to hear it so I can improve on it going forward. Okay, please just send me a message. But like they will say, if I do well, tell everybody. If I don't do well, tell me. Okay, tell me. Don't go out there and tell everybody, oh, this is what is wrong with Grace's pattern, and you have not told me. That will not be fair. That won't be fair. We are friends, aren't we? So tell me if something is wrong, or something didn't work out, or you preferred something better. Feel free to tell me. If you like it, tell everybody. Does that sound fair? Please, your support means the world, actually, and you have rights. You have your First Amendment rights stands. Okay, I'm not trying to mess with that. I'm just asking for some extra support in this beginning stages of being a pattern maker. So I'm going to cut it out normally and then adjust it later. So I'm also lining this top. I'll be lining it to ease myself of the stress of having to create the bias for the neckline. So I'm going to come down. Let me do 2 inches down. So let me see. By the pattern itself, the neckline goes down to 5.2 inches. 5.2. But I'm taking mine down to 7.2. I'm just going to leave it at 7. Just for perspective, so that we know what we did and what we should do better next time. So that's what I'm doing. Pattern already cut out the way it was, but look at what I'm doing. I came down by 2 inches and joined it back up with the shoulder seam so that we have a little deeper V than normally. So you see, it's easier to adjust to what you want than to have it all the way to cleavage and somebody doesn't want cleavage. So now we have our front piece. And this is what it's looking like. That's what our front piece is looking like right now. So let's go to the back. It has a back zipper. I did not account for that when I cut this fabric. That's why I was a little worried about what it's gonna be when I do cut it in. Didn't account for the back zipper, but it's all good. Finding a way around it. The good thing is this fabric is not directionally based, and that's kind of one reason why I love it also. So it really can work with so many things at the same time. So if it's not going to fit kept straight this way, I can just flip it and it will still look the same. Whereas if it was a directional based fabric or something that you needed to pattern match, we will have to cut a whole set of new fabric. Alright, so the back side doesn't have to be on fold. The front has to be cut on fold. The back doesn't need to be cut on fold. So that's how we're able to salvage this situation. So I got 2 other fabrics, 2 separate pieces of fabric, put them together, and we're good to go. So it still comes down to having to use only about 1.5 yards for my size. Or let's say 2 yards to be safe, 2 yards. And of course you could always increase the length of the sleeve too. Bear that in mind if you want to increase the length, to also account for that in the amount of fabric you need. So let me be sure. I adjusted my neckline and my waistline. I don't need to adjust the back neckline. It's good the way it is. Just needed the front. So yeah, I do After any project I make, I have a lot of scrap fabrics. So imagine this, and I'll have a lot more. So I'm still selling my bag of scraps. Okay, if anybody's interested, you get different size, inconsistent sizes of fabric. They fit into a 10 by 13 plastic bag, and you get all of that for only 15 bucks. Excellent deal, if you ask me. I don't want to mess with the waistline for this one because I want it to match with what I had in the front. So I'm not cutting exactly with the pattern because I changed it. But everything else stays the same. So how is everybody spending the day? Any special plans for Valentine's Day? I'm not so big on Valentine's Day because still reeling over yesterday's celebration, because yeah, it's always the same way every year. My husband's birthday is on the day before Valentine. So we celebrate, we go out and we celebrate his birthday. So it's a 2 for 1. we don't do anything extra for Valentine. Well, how is everybody spending Valentine? Any special plans? Dinner dates? Just another day. I agree with you. I hear you. Just a day, because we should express love every day. You don't have to be on a special day to show your partner you love them. That's the way I see it. But yeah, everybody was big on special celebration. So why not? Let's go ahead and do it. Like even the kids now, that's the part that's like, what business do the kids have with having a Valentine's Day party? Yes, there's a Valentine's Day party for my kids' school. My 5-year-old, now 5-year-old. I'm like, what do you know about love? And I know love, listen, everybody should love, express love. But we know Valentine's is not about it's not about brotherly love. It's about romantic love, right? So what business do the kids have with romantic love? I don't get it. Trust me. But no shade to anybody else. Okay. Okay, so we see how I'm just over here. Anybody free enough to join me? Or if you would like to if you'd like us to hang for a sew-along sometime in the future, please let me know. I would love to not be here talking to myself. Okay, please let me know. Let's coordinate a time where we can make it happen. I'd love to go live with you. Maybe join you to sew up one of the patterns you got from me, or just another random sew. We can find a time to, connect and have something to talk about while we sew, instead of just me talking to myself. I understand, Sharon. Thank you for always being there to support. So while I'm here, and then for those who may watch this on replay, the last time I came on live, we had a lot of announcements to make. One of them is over now. One of the announcements was I'm giving I'm giving one pattern free if you buy fabrics up to $50. So that is over. We still have the challenge going on though. So if you make anything with any of my lion print fabrics, there are 5 of them, 5 different colors that you can choose from, and you can create anything. It doesn't have to be sewn. The challenge is still on. You stand a chance of getting a $30 gift card, or a $20 gift card, or a $10 gift card to my store. But over and above all of the gift cards and all of that, we just get to see your special interpretation on those bold and beautiful fabrics. The lion print fabric, the deadline for that is 24th of the month, which is really, really close. So close. So now we have our 3 pieces. This is our sleeve. I just cut out the sleeve. I didn't make any amendments to that. And then we have our front piece. You can see my waist is not as clean cut as this one is. This one is really sharp, like almost like the look of a corset. That's what it's supposed to be. If I wear my thing on my waist, there's a chance I will look like this, but I would want to be comfortable, so I increase it a little bit. So that's the front, the back, and then the sleeve, and that's it. Pieces are cut out. It's just a matter of sewing them together. For the purpose of this one, however, I want to line it because we need structure for the top, so that helps. Even though this is a woven Ankara fabric that has already has structure because it is waxed. It's not heavily waxed, but it's there. Like extra wouldn't hurt. Extra structure will not hurt. So I'm going to add a lining for the top just because I want to have the neckline finished properly without having to use interfacing. So if that's something you want to also consider, you can, or you can leave it the way it is and use interfacing. Hey cousin. All right, so I'm going to use this purple fabric as my lining. And we're going to cut them out again. I won't line the sleeves, I'm just going to line the top itself. So I'll cut out my top with this, using my pieces already cut out instead of the pattern itself, because I made some adjustments. Okay. I'm not too much of a fan of pressing. Anybody like that with like me? I'm not, but I think pressing is very important when you are making clothes. Very important to get the right, to be sure you are cutting the right stuff and not make mistakes. It is really, really important to press as you go. So I do need to press this purple because it has been folded up for a while now. Look at my cute iron. This is an Oliso iron. I have the link. I'm an affiliate of Oliso iron, and yes, that reminds me, I was going to make an announcement. But yeah, if you like this iron, you can get it with my code. I'm not sure if you get 10% off, but yes, use my code and purchase the iron if you like it. It's really cool. You have lights come when you put it down. You see my light, like it shines on your ironing spots to help you see better. It also has steam, so it's a very functional iron, and it's not heavy like my old iron is, so it's easy to work with. All right. Feels really weird not to not have music on. See me almost singing to myself. Who is still here on Instagram? Is that you, Sean? I can see one person watching. And please let me know who that is, so that oh man, this is I'm considering, trying out on another platform while I'm here. I can only go live like once for now, because of the amount of things I have on my plate. Oh, okay. Can we go to TikTok now? I want to try. Let me just breeze in over there for a few minutes before I finish. Does that work for you? Let me know. If you want to stay here, we'll stay. That's why I wanted to know who was watching. But thank you so much for staying and hanging with me. Thank you so much. So can we go or should we stay? I used to go live regularly, like steady, every other day. But lately, life has been lifing and a lot has been on the plate, and we have to step up to it. So I've not had the time or the bandwidth, and when I do have the time, I don't have the bandwidth to go live. So I'm trying to keep up with a steady schedule and try to keep up with all my platforms and everything. So thank you for your understanding. We are going to transit to TikTok. So if you're watching this on replay, thank you so much for staying. Thank you for watching. I'm making a Zina top. Look out for when I finish. I'm going to post it for sure. If you haven't gotten the pattern, please do check my website. The link is in my bio, and get the pattern or get this fabric. Get this fabric or get the pattern, or let me make it for you. Either way, it's all a win. All of that can happen. You can get the fabric, you can get the pattern, you can have me make it for you, and all of that fun stuff. So please stay connected, okay? And please check the link in my bio for all the other ways you can connect with me, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or Twitch or Fanbase, Facebook. So many ways to reach me. Check all of those and please follow me on all of that, okay? I really appreciate it. I'll follow you back as much as possible also. I'll follow you back. There's no need for the extra stuff. Okay, so you see I'm already blabbing. What else do I want to say? Yes, the challenge. I'm making closing announcements now because I'm going to the other side. The challenge is still going on. Please join us. Use any of the 5 lion print fabrics and make anything. And you'll be eligible to join the challenge. And then, what's the other one? Yes, you can be a collaborator. You can be an affiliate with African Zesty Couture so that you have a special code, and anybody who makes a purchase through your code is going to be able to get 10% off their order, and you make 10% of the sale. Please check that out also on my website, my link tree this time. You'll be able to see become an affiliate. It's also on my website. In the home page, you scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, you're going to see become an affiliate, and you can also apply that way. You don't have to be a big influencer. You don't have to have 1,000 followers, 1,000,000 followers. Just be able to have an engaging audience. I will approve it either way because I celebrate and I support content making, period. It's a lot of work. So I want to be sure I celebrate that and appreciate you for your efforts. So please apply. I will be happy to approve it. Hi, Miss Jennifer. How you doing? All right, so I'm going to stay on YouTube and I'm going to go to TikTok. So join me on any or all of these platforms so that we can stay connected no matter what is going on out there. All right. Thank you, Instagram. I'm still here on YouTube. Just give me a minute to save this. To save the live on for replay. Okay. Miss Jennifer, are you joining the challenge this time? Are you going to join us for the challenge? Let me see if I can make some content while I'm at it. Content creation is a whole lot of work. Like a whole lot of work. Okay, so now we are on 2 other platforms here on YouTube. Hey, thanks for coming in. This is our front piece. Okay, I cut out our back piece. This top just has three pieces and you're good to go. Easy peasy. And it's cute. This is our back. I'm going to cut our front now. Then we have our sleeve. So the front is on fold in order to save space and not having to print out so much paper. I designed the part that could be on fold to be on fold, so that you have one piece of paper and you cut and fold instead of the way it is on regular patterns, right, where everything is out in the open. Okay, not everything, sometimes it's on fold too. Sometimes, in my little experience of the ones I have used, sometimes it could have been on fold, but they didn't put it on fold. So I just prefer it to always be on fold when possible. So you save time cutting, you save time with paper. And it's just more efficient, in my opinion. Hey everyone, thanks for coming in. Happy Friday, happy Valentine. How's everybody enjoying their day? Okay, so we have both front and back cut out. Let me see if we have anything to salvage here from this purple fabric. Maybe we can use it for something else later. Just a little bit, let's see. Still usable. I don't like to throw away fabric, period, especially by Ankara fabric, but generally I don't like waste. If there's something that can be used, we should use it and not waste it. My kids will say I'm cheap, but I think I'm just being frugal. So this is our front piece. I'm going to join them separately before they come together. So the Ankara front and back together, and then the purple fabric front and back together, and then we merge them together. So this is here and this is here. Get our pins or clips. Are you team clip or team pin? If you had to choose, sometimes one cannot replace the other. But if you had to, which one will you most likely gravitate towards? Like I know for our bag girlies, nothing can replace the clip, because the clip is not strong enough to hold multiple layers the way a clip will. But for something like this, you could either use a clip or a pin. I'm more inclined to using pins than clips because I mostly make garments. So that's our front. And let's do the back. This is really nice. This is so nice. I think I should just like, I really like how you get to see the hemline clearly with a solid color or with a small print. Yeah. I wish I could. Okay, so I don't need to wish, I can. I'm going to get my other device and get some content taken so I can show it off later. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So I think that's about it, and that's the most I can do right now for this live. I have some errands to go around before I pick up the kids, so I'm gonna go now. Just wanted to show up today and give a little preview of what the pattern looks like. So thank you all for staying with me on YouTube and on TikTok and on IG. Please go to the link in my bio and connect with me through the multiple platforms that I have available, and also check out my website for fabric or patterns or ready-to-wear outfit. Okay, I appreciate you all. Thank you all for stopping by. See you sometime later. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.